I am Abimbola Houghton. I work with Jamaica Conservation and Development Trust. We manage the Blue and John Crow Mountains National Park, which is over 41 hectares of forest. This was designated a national park under the NRCA Act in 1993, and then 26 hectares of this was designated as a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 2015. Our project was to support management effectiveness of the Blue and John Crow Mountains National Park. So we focused on three main areas, which is encroachment, sustainable livelihoods and community awareness, and also forest restoration. The greatest impacts that we have had from our project, we were able to do some boundary marking. This was very important because some of our stakeholders in the communities would say that they have no idea where the national park starts and ends. So we were able to actually mark about 2/3 of our park boundary. This was very ambitious, and I believe that this was a really good success rate, considering that some of our terrain is really rugged and inaccessible. We also have a fire break, which is like a break between the forest and the communities adjacent to it. So we were successful in getting that done. We were also able to, conduct patrols. We enhanced our patrols by using data collection apps such as Gaia, and we were able to map these, using AppSheet and Data Studio to, collate the information so that we can review it. We were also able to address land tenure issues, which has been a long-standing issue with, conflict with farmers adjacent to the national park, encroaching into the national park. We now have a database of what these farmers look like, what their farms look like, how many acres of land they have encroached into the national park. We have been able to increase our engagement with community members as we have enhanced our patrols, but we also carry out targeted workshops like agroforestry workshops, environmental mitigation workshops, also to increase awareness. We have also been able to employ community members adjacent to the national park in some of our activities, including some of these workshops, and also in forest restoration. We have been successful in employing community members, and in this way we were able to improve sustainable livelihoods. Also, we have trained about 50 community members from different communities adjacent to the national park are now certified tour guides. This was a large project to undertake, and this has been one of the highlights of our project because now they are empowered to create ecotourism enterprises within their communities which are adjacent to forest resources, or they're empowered to find opportunities, employment opportunities elsewhere. We have restored and maintained during the life of the project over 60 acres of deforested land due to farmers encroaching within the national park or due to fires. This is one of our highlights actually. We've always had conflicts with farmers in terms of encroachment, especially in the lower boundary of the national park. So being able to reforest 60 acres of this is actually really an achievement for us. We've also tried to implement propagation of our threatened endemic tree species. We have not gone very far in it. So the rationale behind this was really to improve the resilience of our threatened endemic tree species. These are geographically limited to certain hotspots within the national park. And as the years go by, there are fewer and fewer of these trees. They're not very close together, so reproduction is very challenging. What we have been doing is really to collect seedlings. So during patrols, we realized that we need a whole lot more resources targeted at this kind of propagation. But it was a start for us because now we're looking into ways to get this done. We cannot buy these seedlings from anywhere. There's no research, there's not much information out on these specific threatened tree species. Now we're thinking about what can we do, where can we source resources, funds, and so on to actually embark on a project like this to protect our trees. So that's one good thing that has come out of this project, where we're seeing where there's the need for more, the gaps, and how we can, we're thinking about how to solve some of these issues.